Well, hey everybody, it's Paul. Welcome to my channel. I want to show you something that I just got and I'm kind of enjoying. That is the Samsung Earbuds Plus. I'm not sponsored by Samsung. Bought these with my own money. So I just got these a while ago and I want to put some time on them and see how they go. They are for the person that really wants to go wireless. You know, they're shaped quite a bit like the ones you'll be familiar with, because these are the ones that came like with my, I got the S8, Samsung S8, and the new ones are shaped quite a bit just like these. So they fit in your ear. You get about 3 different sizes of the tips. Now, I've got a pair of the big Sony noise canceling and all that. Can the sound on the Samsung, the Plus, equal these? In my mind, no. It is so subjective as far as sound quality goes, you know. So I will say Amazon has these. They get about a 4.5, 4.6 stars out of 5 on most of all the review sites that I've seen. So I'm going to say, you know, people pretty much enjoy the sound on average, you know. To my ears, they aren't going to sound as good as the Sonys. I use my Sonys for like serious listening. But if you're doing a lot of work where you're bending over, maybe jogging, these are really a bit on the bulky side, you know. You can do it, but, you know, and you can get by with the corded ones too, you know. You can stick the phone in your pocket or something. But these are for the people that really want to go cordless. If you're really active or you just get tired of, feel like you're tied down to the cord, I get that, you know. And you don't want something big on your head or whatever. So these fit the bill for that. What I really like is a little charging pod, I guess you'd call it, you know. And it's like magnetic, so you can see when you drop the buds, if you have them pretty much orientated the right way, it just pops them right in how it should be. And this will charge them. Let's talk about charge now. You get about 11 hours, they say, of music listening on one charge, which that's pretty good. And then, you know, you can connect a cord to the back of this, you know, USB fast charge, and they'll charge. But say if you're out, you know, what you could do and you need a charge, you pop them in here without having to fool with a wire cord. And this holds one full charge. And I think that is a pretty cool feature. Now what's amazing is if you're desperate, you want to hear some music, 3 minutes will give you an hour of listening time. So from being dead or whatever to 3 minutes of charge time, you get a full hour. That's a pretty good, you know, a pretty good little deal, I think. But this holds one full charge. So it's kind of like one of those Russian dolls or whatever, that's a doll inside a doll inside a doll. It's like you put your buds in here without it being corded, you get one charge. If you want, if you really want to hear some music right away, you can pop one of the buds in there, say for 3 minutes, and start listening and charging the other one. You know, you don't have to use both buds at the same time. I think that's pretty cool. You don't have to charge them both at the same time. In fact, on your phone, when you sync up with the app, it'll show you individually the left bud, the right bud's charge. So I thought that's pretty cool. So another thing that I really like is the syncing up. Now that is seamless and quick. You have your phone, you open this, and it's like by the time you get them out, you know, I mean, it is synced. Way before you could pop them in, it is synced. It's almost open the case, boom, just about that fast, which that's nice. You don't have to fiddle around. Okay, so here's the phone. Hopefully maybe you can see that. My hand won't cover it. So let's see here. I'll pop the cover. And it's good to go. That's pretty quick, I'd say. You see a little charging light in the case. What's cool is you have controls just by touching the exterior. You can do a lot of the controls. Okay, so these are the corded ones that came with your phone, and these are the new buds. So I just wanted you to be able to see the size difference. You see how it goes in your ear quite a bit the same. And they're just slightly bigger with this rim here. And here you have the different microphones and such. Now, weight-wise, I humanly can't really tell a difference between the corded ones and the cordless ones, which that, to me, was a big consideration, being that this has different microphones. This has a battery, of course, so I thought it'd be substantially heavier. I'm assuming that the bulk of the weight of both of these is the magnet for the drivers, you know, for the woof or whatever. So they are pretty much, I mean, I'm sure if you put them on a, there's probably some difference, but it's not like what I can actually feel. And now this, you can do controls, you know, by touching it. You can scroll through different controls. And of course, you know, it functions with your Google Assistant and your Alexa. So that's pretty cool. So, I mean, in a lot of ways, they have a lot of cool features. I love the way it goes. The case is really nice. The case itself is not heavy. It's very small. In fact, you know, they're getting to the point where some of the stuff is getting to, it can't be a whole lot smaller. It won't be able to be manipulated by humans, you know, but did you catch how that kind of just shoots in there? Do it one more time. You kind of get it somewhat close to in orientation, and it does the rest. Just zaps it right in there. So I thought that's a pretty cool thing. And the whole thing is not heavy, even with the buds in there or whatever. And it's smooth, easy to put in your pocket, not obnoxious. I guess the thing I come back to is the sound. I'm going to say, it's one of those things, everybody has different opinions. I think the sound's a little bit better on the corded ones than the cordless ones. I mean, neither of these obviously are going to match like my Sony over-the-ear big, you know, woofer drivers, everything. But for what these are, if you want to go cordless, which is kind of cool, you know, it's like a tool. It got its own purpose, you know. So for the price point and just the point of losing the cord and the recharge time, and there's a lot of cool features that I think people would like with this. I guess if you have them, or like if you buy them after the review or whatever, let me know what you think about the sound. Just, that's the one thing that it's hard for me to put my finger on it, and I'm not saying, because I know I'm older, my ears aren't 100%, so I'm sure I don't hear things the same way as everybody else would hear things. But in my mind, I don't think the sound is as good as the corded ones. But, you know, apparently people are pretty happy with them. They've got almost 1,900 reviews on Amazon with like a 4.5 star average. So somebody likes them out there, you know. I would say as far as the sound goes, I like the sound on the corded ones better. I have to be honest. These, some people might say are tinny. I would say they're definitely treble heavy, and the low end is just not very strong. These have a lot better as far as a warm, well-rounded bottom sound with the corded ones. These are not very bassy to my ears. So if you're a person that wants thumping bass, you know, that's going to be something maybe, you know, it'll fit in your, I think some of it has to do with how it fits in your ear, probably, you know, and what you can do with the sound adjustments in the app or whatnot. But overall, I thought that these should be a little bit more bassy if I was making them. I guess in my mind is, you know, if you're buying them in sound quality is really important to you, I think that the corded ones give you better overall sound. These are somewhat on the tinny side, but not so bad as the bass. And I'm not a huge thumping bass kind of guy at all, but the bass is just not real strong on these compared to these. I think you have a better overall, warmer, you know, low end sound that's more pleasing to me with the corded ones. So I just think, you know, for the utility as far as the charge time, just being able to get an hour for 3 minutes, pop them in your case and get them charged or whatever. You have a lot of flexibility as far as that goes. So that's pretty cool. They get the job done, I suppose, you know. So, well, until next time, guys, let me know what you think. I appreciate the support. We'll see yous.